Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shaq here, and welcome to my Coffee with the Captain announcement ArcheAge video amalgamation thing. Pretty much, I'm going to be laying down the information that you guys need to know if you're going to be playing ArcheAge with us, on how to get into the guild, what server we're going to be on, and all that jazz, like how the guild is actually going to function, because a lot of people have seen the videos and they've asked, hey, how do I get into the DaggerWolves? How do I become part of that? Play with those guys, because those guys are cool. Yeah. So here is all the information that you need to know. Starting out with what server we're gonna be on. We are gonna be on the Kyrios server, and I probably slaughtered that name. I'll put it up in big bold text. There you go. Don't know if I made it blinking or not, but it's at least on the screen. So the officer applications are closed. Get that out of the way. We did officer apps on the forum. People were interested. We got a nice turnout. We had a lot. We had like 30 or 40 something. The officers that we have right now, I want to say thank you to you guys who have volunteered. The people that are directly below me in kind of the chain of command in the guild, taking out the time. Alteran, Alexis, and Gargamek are three that I just have to say thank you guys. You've helped me endlessly. In the alpha, it was like a full-time job trying to keep things straight, and I wasn't even actually playing the game anymore. I was just responding to messages all the time. So you guys are what is making this possible, and I want to thank you, profound thank yous. So let's get into it. So officer applications, like I said, are closed. You can still become an officer. You just got to join the guild and show some leadership initiative. Show that you're a responsible human being and a nice person who can deal with people in a friendly manner. And hell yeah, you can be an officer, not really an issue. All right, so that's the officer applications. Now, if you're going to be joining the DaggerWolves, we've got some ground rules. First thing, there's going to be a probationary period. We had some issues in the alpha, and I won't go into detail on those, but some people don't play nice with others. Some people are kind of rude and are out for themselves. That's just the way the world works. I did see this coming. I've been a CEO in EVE Online for years, or I was back in the day. Not anymore. Don't really play that game anymore, but I've led guilds in Ultima Online and a variety of different MMOs, so this isn't anything new to me. But the scale at which this guild has grown to is so big compared to any other guild that I've run that I'm really glad I've got solid officers backing me up. All right, so there's a probationary period. If you want to join the DaggerWolves, here is what's going to weed out a lot of people who aren't really interested in being part of the community. You've got to go onto the forum and fill out an application. There's a link in the description below on where to do that if you want to join the DaggerWolves. It's that simple. An officer will jump through there probably daily at the very minimum, and we will get people joined up quick and in a hurry to get you through the beginning of the probationary period. The guild rules are also posted, and they are required reading. I'm going to go through the highlights for you guys. Things that I wasn't even aware that there were issues, or are on there, interestingly enough. So let's get started off. Obviously, there's a link in the description below of all the rules for the guild. Pretty basic stuff. Be respectful in the TeamSpeak channel and be respectful in the game, all right? Especially keep conversations relevant to what's going on. If you jump into a party channel and people are yelling combat information back and forth, don't jump in and start talking about Star Trek Armada 3, all right? That will get you kicked and possibly banned from the TeamSpeak. We had issues with that. People would just jump in and start talking about space engineers when we were trying to lead fleet fights. Yeah, that's a thing. Officer says clear comms. That means you stop talking so we can get relevant information to the people who need it. Especially when we're trying to talk to our scouts. If we've got, you know, a catamaran up front, scouting out an enemy fleet, last thing we want to hear about is what you had for lunch. Oh man, I've heard some stupid stuff over TeamSpeak, not particularly in this one. Actually, I think the DaggerWolves and the TheXpGamers community is one of the friendliest and smartest communities that I've ever been in. So this hasn't really been a huge issue, but you gotta keep things on topic and relevant. It's okay to bullshit though when nothing's going on. I'm totally cool with that. So, you know, keep it relevant though. We know pirating. We're not a pirate guild. Now, if you want to be a pirate, we do have a few piratey guilds that some of our officers have gotten to know. There is a whole diplomacy thing in this game, which is fantastic. And yeah, some of our officers are very well versed in diplomatic matters, apparently. So we will point you, if you want to be a pirate for sure, we'll point you in the proper direction. I won't name those names yet because we're not in the server and we don't know what those guild names may be. They may change them. Be mature is a simple rule. You know, keep things on the level. Be friendly. That's all I'm saying. Farm usage in-game. Now, some farms will be open to the guild and guildmates, so what that means is you can just use their farm, but be respectful about it. Don't walk in and hack down somebody's trees and then just leave the farm barren for when they log back in. That is no bueno at all. That is not cool. You know, replace what you take so it'll regrow, and be sure to leave some space for others to use the farm as well. Don't just take over the whole damn thing. Of course, this changes if you're opening your farm for a specific reason, like this is a guild farm for lumber. Let the guild know, all right, what the use is. Don't just go rampaging everybody's farms. All right, so there will be, I want to make this absolutely clear. There will be zero tolerance when it comes to offensive, obsessive, or abusive creepy behavior. If there's any type of, even a hint of the idea that you may be like stalking somebody, and this has been a problem before, I have told the officers that this is an instant ban. No creepy or offensive behavior. All right, we've got people from all over the world playing in the community, so let's keep it, again, on the level. Of course, I'm gonna reiterate, this is not a democracy, this is another one of the rules. If you have an idea, take it through the proper channels and we'll consider it, but don't expect because you had an idea that we will follow it. There have been issues, apparently, with other officers. I've never had a problem, but yeah, respect the people that are taking the time to, you know, take the leadership role on, right? All right, so if you have an issue, especially, and I hate to point this out, but if you, for the very small female population in the guild, we do have one. If you have an issue, let us know let us, an officer know, like immediately. We will make sure it's taken care of. I know there have been issues in the past, and it's a sad thing, but gaming for these big communities is largely a male population, and you should feel safe and have fun in a community. So make sure you bring that to my attention, or to Alteran's, or Gargamex, or to somebody's attention ASAP, and it'll be taken care of. All right, and the last thing is no streaming PvP events while they're going on. Like don't stream PvP events or just events in general if we're doing something, because this is a PvP focused game. If we find out that you are streaming, you're pretty much spying publicly for the organization. We're there to have a good time, and when you stream in ArcheAge, if you guys don't know, if you stream in ArcheAge, you've just put a gigantic bullseye on the back of everybody in your guild. And people will come running to be part of the stream and to gank your group, and they'll show up with like 6 times your number, and it's not cool at all. Does that mean we're not gonna be doing streaming? Yes, there will be events where we stream. Veil4 has expressed an interest in streaming a lot of ArcheAge, so we'll see what comes out of that. And the last thing that makes me chuckle, but apparently is a problem, constantly asking about, I'm gonna read this right off the forum, constantly asking about Captain Shack will result in a kick or ban. Yeah, he has 2 abouts in there. Yeah, so I guess that's a thing. Don't do that. You're driving the officers batshit crazy. They don't know where I'm at. I do work a lot of hours, so I don't log into the TeamSpeak as much as I wish I did, but ArcheAge is coming up, so I will be logged in. Also, don't excessively poke me. I may be playing with Tabby and doing our quests and doing a little of the, the getting into the character and having fun in the world, and the last thing I want to do is be poked a billion times. I don't mind people starting up little conversations with me on the TeamSpeak, but there is an excessive amount of it for some people, so, that's a thing. Alright guys, so that's the big stuff about ArcheAge. It's gonna be fun. We got 10 a.m. release tomorrow. I am gonna be on. Hopefully it will go smoothly and everything will be up and running. It's gonna be kick-ass. TeamSpeak information, of course, is on the forums. It's sticky posted, so you just pop on there, find out what the TeamSpeak is. If you need to get on the TeamSpeak, when you log in, you won't have access to any of the channels. Just poke a admin, and they will give you permissions to move around the cabin. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, use that forum, and as always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in ArcheAge, stabbing people in the face. It's gonna be fantastic. Later.